Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims info/thoughts video. So this time I'll be talking about both my first pet stuff and The Sims Mobile. So on Twitch you can see that there is a schedule posted for a live stream focusing on my first pet stuff. It's taking place this Friday, March 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not sure what time that is for you, if you're living in a different time zone, then I will leave a link in the video description below to a very handy website where you can convert time zones in case you're not aware of it. Simguru Graham, who's the producer on this stuff pack, did do some Twitter Q&A, so let's go through some of that as well. In response to all the negative feedback that this pack has been getting, he says, "I appreciate that many people are feeling this way. The expansion team decided to focus on more depth for cats and dogs, and to include things that were brand new to the franchise, such as vets. They had to leave some past pets features behind to have time to try new things." And while I do understand that, I do appreciate that they finally put in the vet clinic, because I've seen people asking that since The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. But I think small pets deserve better than this. I think there should have been a game pack that added a pet shop that you could run with a variety of small pets, not just rodents, and that's what one of the surveys that Sims Community posted last year suggested. And like I said in my reaction video, on top of what's said here, maybe they could have even implemented the same create a pet tools as they have for cats and dogs, maybe minus the clothing, but at least being able to paint your small pets so they could more accurately represent your small pet in real life if you have one. And maybe there could be more interactions with them and feeling less like objects, where they could run around your house, or maybe a cat could unfortunately snatch one up, you know, like stuff like that. But no, it looks like that's not going to happen. Simguru Graham even confirmed in a different tweet that small pets do not wander around the home. You can temporarily take them out of their habitat to play with them, but afterwards, back into their home they go. So it sounds exactly like it's been in previous games. So what are all of the pets in this new stuff pack? There's hamsters, rats, African pygmy hedgehogs. Unfortunately not Sonic though. So unfortunately this is not the Sims Sonic the Hedgehog crossover that I've been wanting. But oh well, at least Team Chaotix are kinda sort of in Jungle Adventure. Yeah. And then there's also Bubbleless, which is the name of the void critter that I was trying to remember. And apparently there is a canonical reason for this void critter to exist as a real pet and not just as a fictional character. So at least there's that going for it, because the lore means a lot to me. You may have seen that video that I did on Jungle Adventure recently where I talk about those glyphs that go into the lore about the Watcher and all the implications of it. So yeah, I do like that stuff. You may have also noticed in the trailer that there's a coffee table that looks like a fish tank, and it doesn't come with any new types of fish, but it comes pre-stocked. Though that confuses me, because does that mean we cannot choose what fish are in there? Is it just that, oh, okay, there's those fish, you're stuck with them, just watch them float around in that coffee table? Or actually, can we choose what fish are in there after all, like a normal aquarium? I don't know. I guess we'll see on the live stream. I'd love for it to be the latter though, because I love me some options, so it would be nice to display some of the new fish from Jungle Adventure, for example, in that coffee table. But backtracking a little bit to a more general point of view for this pack, because a lot of you, including myself, are wondering what's going on with the whole requiring cats and dogs thing. So Simguru Graham explains that my first pet stuff can be purchased and played by anyone who only has the base game. If you play without cats and dogs installed, here's a breakdown of how each portion of the pack works. With the new gameplay, if you have my first pet stuff without having cats and dogs, you'll be able to play with all of the new gameplay features that are coming with the pack. With the objects, if you play my first pet stuff without having cats and dogs, you'll be able to place all of the new objects in the pack. However, pet-specific objects that are intended for cats and dogs will not have interactions available. And with the new clothing, if you have My First Pet stuff without cats and dogs, you'll be able to use all of the new clothing coming for Sims, human Sims of all ages. But you will not have access to the new outfits and accessories worn by cats and dogs. So there you go, you don't need to have cats and dogs installed in order to run this stuff pack. However, you do get a bit more value if you have cats and dogs installed. Although, I mean, I still don't think this pack is worth the $10 anyways. Or, well, I mean, now it's more expensive than that in other countries, but still, yeah, I don't think that really makes up for anything. In addition to the idea of small pets being combined with pet shops in a game pack, I also do want to address the idea of this being a free update, and I wouldn't mind that either. If it was like something where it's like, yeah, they're giving it a free update, and then the cats and dogs content is unlocked if you have that expansion pack installed, then sure. But I feel that's just not a realistic expectation. I don't think that would happen. And SimGurugram does say that they do have the ability to add more cats and dogs content now, though he doesn't specifically know if they will do more of that in future packs. And here's one thing I actually would not mind, and that's if, say, we get a Seasons expansion pack this fall, if they added like a handful of pet clothing that matches different seasons, like cute winter wear and winter hats, then that'd be fine. If it's just like a little part of a big expansion pack, then I don't see a problem with that. But stuff packs, I think, are too small in scope for something like this. There are more details to discuss about the rodents as well. So how this whole process goes is that you purchase their habitat from the build catalog, and your initial purchase will come with the rodent of your choice. Should that rodent die, or should you choose to release them, you can purchase additional rodents from the habitat itself. The habitat comes in a variety of colors, but they all have the same layout and components: exercise wheel, play tunnels, sand bath, bedroom, food dish, and a workshop for their secret lives. So initially when I saw that hamster take off in the rocket, I thought it meant it was running away, but maybe it's actually part of the so-called secret life. This particular information was pretty much what I was expecting, minus the secret life portion, even if this had been in a game pack like I wanted, so I'm kind of indifferent on it. And for those wondering if these rodents will take up a space in the 8 sim limit, that's not the case. You can have as many as you can care for. As for sickness, the rodents themselves do not get sick, but there are some new vet treats that you can feed them. And he says that you can get the treats without cats and dogs installed as well. And on top of that, he also confirmed, well, basically confirmed, that the guinea pig disease is returning from The Sims 1. So that's kind of neat. When I saw that Womrat bite that girl in the trailer, I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that is returning, and turns out I was right. So, yeah, at least it is kind of nice that there is a new death being included in a stuff pack, and I think this is the first time that a stuff pack is doing a new death type. Like, I know with Laundry Day stuff, if your Sims don't clean the lint out of the dryer, then yeah, they can die from catching on fire from that, but that's still technically a fire death, so it's not entirely new. But on a slightly more positive note, let's shift things over to The Sims Mobile, because surprise, the game has launched worldwide today. Although it may be hard for some of you to find it. What I had to do as an iOS user in Canada, I had to search up EA games and then find the list of games that Electronic Arts has published on the App Store, and then The Sims Mobile appeared first on that list. I couldn't find it through searching, I couldn't find it anywhere else. So yeah, that was bizarrely difficult. It's like Apple doesn't even want me to play this game. And I mean, I haven't been the most positive person about it, so yeah, there you go. But I still plan on doing gameplay videos for this channel. I don't know how many it will be, but you know how long that I take in create a sim, so it could end up being more than one video. But yeah, I do want to like give my general opinions on stuff with first impressions. So yeah, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but hopefully by the end of the week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And that wraps up another Sims info slash thoughts video. So let me know in the comment section below if you're excited to try out The Sims Mobile, or maybe you've already been playing it in its soft launch phase. But also feel free to let me know if you're still curious about learning more about the My First Pet Stuff Pack on Friday's live stream. If a pet shop game pack still happens that included more small pets in addition to this stuff pack, oh yikes, this is gonna get even messier. But I will talk to you all later and have a great day. Thanks for watching.